Prepare yourself for invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
Hi guys, it's Eric at Indie Invasion Podcast, and well, we got another expansion to dive into today. But before we get into this one, if you could give us a like, follow, subscribe at all the social media platforms out there, we'd really appreciate that. So today, got another expansion for Don't Look Back by Blacksite Studios, and this one is called Final Girls. So this one introduces some new characters that you can use in the game. So as always, we're going to dive into this one, take a look at all the bits and pieces and minis that this one comes with, so that way you guys know what exactly comes in this expansion for Don't Look Back. So let's go table down and take a look at what comes in this box. Let's get into this one. The Final Girls, no boys allowed. So that means these are, I'm guessing, all female characters for the game, new heroes. Last One Standing, a new hero expansion for Don't Look Back. So in this one, we are getting 4 resin hero miniatures and 4 character cards for them. It's a little picture there of the heroes painted up on the back of the box. Pretty cool. So once again, the classic VHS box from the 80s. And we got our minis. We got who it was packed by. And cards. So, all right, let's see. What do we got here? Let's start with this stuff. So we get the Final Girls, female only. I'm guessing this is the scenario. It's intended to create a new element for your plots, help further scenes you create, and capture the feel of the genre you love. And I do like this. You can either assign the Final Girl curse to a female character being played or roll randomly among the female characters. When this character is the last female character on the table, she becomes the Final Girl and gains +4 combat, +4 fright, and all her attacks do +2 damage. In addition, players must drive off the killer as part of the objective to complete the plot. So this is something that just adds additional gameplay to whatever scenario you're playing. It's not its own scenario. If the Final Girl falls victim or the killer is not driven off during the plot has failed. So it's like an additional, thing for your plot that you have to succeed in. Exhibition mode. Let's see. The Final Girl must also be the last character on the table, in addition to driving off the killer before the end of the plot to succeed. Okay, so that's just some more additional stuff. So that's interesting. You tag somebody as the Final Girl, you get some buffs, but it does give you additional stuff to play. All right, so we got 4 new characters. We got Cat the Grifter, or Cat Grifter. The life of the skater is never boring. So we got a skateboarding chick. So you can see all her stats, her skill, quick hands. So she can use the search the area as a quick action. And then she's got the skateboard that helps her get around. And as always, they got these little, Matt likes putting his little bios on the back of the card. Kind of gets you into the character, gets you kind of attached to them, which is kind of cool. You guys can pause and read that if you want. So next up, we got Rachel Newton, which I am assuming is relation to Seth Newton from the core game. Did you try turning it on or off? I love these little quotes they have on here. Kind of crack me up. So her stats, she's got 3 luck. That's quite a bit. She's an AV club president. So all electronic items start the game with a +1 battery with her. That's cool. That's a pretty interesting skill to help the group. And as a free action, she can flip one of the light tokens within her awareness, which is 11 inches. So that's pretty good. There you go. There's her little background. Ooh, I'm getting a glare there. Sorry, guys. You guys want to pause and read that a little bit, but I want to keep moving. And then we got Dr. Grange. Tell me more about that. And I didn't notice. So Teen, this is another adult character. There's not too many adult characters in the game that you can play. I think Sandy, the little ranger, is one. I can't remember if there's any more. So she's got mindful moment. She can remove terror from friendly model besides herself within 2 inches as a quick action. That's helping. And she calms people. Figures, an adult, right? And oh, I forgot to do this so you guys can kind of read real quick through her stuff. I'll hold it on here for a little bit. You guys can read it. I'm kind of excited. I want to get to the actual parts. And then we have, boy, I don't know if I can say that without butchering it, but her blows striking true. Her spirit is strong as steel. Evil falls quickly. So she has a little katana sword. She ignores the first point of terror she would gain each turn. That's kind of nice. Melee damage, 2 injuries. Special rule. The museum katana scores a critical hit on successful attack rolls of 1, 2, or 3 with her if she has it. So definitely want to equip her with that. And then here's her little bio. Try to get rid of that glare. There we go. Okay. So there's the 4 new heroes. Let's get into the minis. Let's see how much you have to build with these. These are resin, as like a lot of their other ones. So you get the 4 bases for the characters. They're all the normal size. And then these are all on a single sprue. I do have some loose stuff, it looks like here, so I got to be careful. All right. So we got, let's do this. So I got a little bit of a bendy sword there. I'll have to heat that up in some hot water, and that'll straighten it right out. Let's see, what do we got down here? These are like a leg. There's the AV camera and a book. Oh no, that's like a clipboard for the doctor there. So each character looks like it's one piece you have to attach to it. It's like an arm, basically. She does not need anything. You just need to clean her up and attach her to the base, which we will do that. I'll put them together on bases, and then you can see them. We'll get a closer look at them. And then the other pieces that are in here. Okay, so this is one of the other characters whose leg that we saw. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. And looks like, yeah, you gotta attach a hand to her too, which actually is this right here. It's her skateboard. So she's holding her skateboard. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Pretty small. Does not want to focus. But all right, well, we'll go down, put these together, and then you guys can get a closer look at these as well. So we got all the Final Girl minis put together, guys, here on the table. Coming out of the Big Turkey video after renting their Friday night scary movie to watch. Let's go ahead and do a spin around quick look at these closer so you can see what they look like. And we'll start with, I think I'm saying this right, Shisaki, who's all the way here on the end. And this was one of the minis that there was no extra parts I had to glue on her. I basically had to dip her in some hot water to straighten out her katana there. But that was it. It was just basically clean her up, put her on the base. She was ready to go. So we'll give a little spin around so you guys can see some of the detail. These are resin miniatures again. Very nice detail in the work here. So she'll be fun to paint. And then next up we have the good doctor, Dr. Grange, here in the lineup. Now she was pretty simple too, model to put up. Clean up, just had one piece to glue on there, the arm with the clipboard. She is an adult player character for you guys. There's not too many adult characters in the game, so this might be a nice additive to your group as you're playing the game. I will have to do a little wash up. I like washing these after I, scrape them so I can get rid of the dust and whatnot on them from sanding them and cleaning up the flash lines. But there's Dr. Grange. And then next up, we have Seth's sister, actually, Rachel Newton, who's an AV expert. She's kind of geeky in her own ways here. Let me see, get her to focus. There she goes. Not exactly sure if she's getting ready to throw that old VHS tape at whatever creature, and she's standing on a rock like her brother has the rock, little bag of loot. And then finally, the last one we got for this Final Girl set is over here. She had actually the most pieces to glue. I had to glue her back leg here and the skateboard that she's holding. This is Cat Grifter. There we go. There she goes to focus. I wasn't sure if that little bit on her leg here was like, she's moving so fast that's flame. Something you can paint at. I think what it actually is grass. So you can add a little bit of some tufts of grass around her foot there, like she's running through a field. But yeah, she's in a running position. I might have to add some green stuff to the seam on her leg. And then this one did have the issue of the leg that's her connection point was bent. Again, just like with the katana sword, I just dipped her in some hot water and straightened it. She's got the little alien on her sweatshirt there. She kind of has a Velma vibe, but she's a little skater punk girl. So this one's different, new. There's all the new player characters for the expansion Final Girls. Pretty cool set for you guys to get and add to your games. Give you some more player character options for your games to pair up with some of the other characters. So I encourage you guys, check it out. Give you some more player characters. Not too many in the game, so any more just with their new skills and new abilities adds to playable of the game. We'll go ahead and go up and close this one out. There you go, guys. There is the hero expansion for Don't Look Back, Final Girls, written by Matthew Burns and put out by Blacksite Studios. This is a cool expansion because it did give you some new things to play with in the game, some new characters and some new options and stuff and special powers. So if you haven't seen this one, check this one out on their website. Just go to the Don't Look Back tab. You can see this one as well as all their other expansions that are new monsters and killers to explore with the game. And I know there are some more, I think, hero options out there that you can get. At this point, I think there's some new ones. So check out this one and all the other ones at Blacksite Studios Don't Look Back tab. And while you're out there putting together your expansions for your games of Don't Look Back this October, prepare yourself for the invasion. We'll talk to you later, guys.